What's going on, collective? Welcome to By the Season 4. Thank you guys for tuning in here. This is going to be a reading on the go, so you're not going to see my face. It's just going to be a blank screen, but you are just to listen to the message that the divine has for you, okay? If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back, everybody. In the description box for those where you will find a way to contact me, get in touch with me, and also links to my other platforms. So Collective. I'm hearing it's such a funny thing. It's such a funny thing. I feel like somebody here could be telling somebody something, and then that other person is just like chuckling, or like kind of doing like this smirk, but like chuckle, like, yeah. Like, you know, it's like this, like, yeah, that part, you know, it's like, that's what I'm getting. It's like that part. Okay. I feel like someone here could be in this energy of, you know, thinking that they played the other person, or feeling like they got one up on the other individual. But somebody here, I feel like, knew the entire time. You know, I feel like somebody here has had feelings, or has eyes, or wants to be with someone else, but there is this energy of wanting to see something through, or wanting to finalize something, okay? Like maybe somebody here was just waiting for something to end in their relationship, okay, before they pursued another individual. I'm also getting when the stars align, okay? So something about that. Maybe somebody's going to be meeting somebody, encountering someone, okay, at the right moment, at the right time. It's almost like when the stars align, or when they aligned, okay? There's something significant about that. Maybe you had a dream about someone, or a dream about a certain situation, or how you would meet someone, how you would come across an individual. I feel like something here is going to be like deja vu, or something's going to be like deja vu when you encounter a person. Or maybe this could be you're experiencing deja vu in, you know, while you're working, or while you're, you know, at your home. I also feel like for some of you, there's going to be someone who comes back into your life. And this is definitely somebody that I feel like betrayed you in a major way. I mean, like this person, like, wow, that was 2 police officers already that zoomed past me. One didn't have their siren on. But see, like I said, like something is like an emergency. Some of you are receiving confirmations, or sirens are a confirmation for you that there's going to be some sort of announcement, or that something is on the way. And it's going to arrive momentarily, is what I'm getting. Like something is going to arrive momentarily, or this message is going to come through momentarily. And I feel like it's going to surprise you. It's going to be like as a shock to you. Okay. Whoever this individual is, I feel like you need to be on alert with this person. Or maybe you already are going to be on alert with this person because of the last encounter that you had with this individual. I feel like this is someone that you have not spoken to in quite some time, collective. You know, maybe you did encounter them briefly, but then there was a period of, and here it is. Here's the third one. Here's a third officer. So something is going to be by 3, okay? Something is going to be by the power of 3. There's going to be 3 confirmations for you, okay? Or 3 signs, okay? And that could have been it, right? I saw 3 officers, and they were both, all 3 of them were high speed. 2 of them had different sounds, okay? So it's like I said, it's like Spirit is trying to get your attention when it comes to something. Like something is going to be made very clear for you. And I feel like you need to prepare yourself, collective. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you need to prepare yourself for an encounter that you're about to have. Now, for some of you, like I said, this is someone that left a bad taste in your mouth. Whenever this person comes back, or whenever you think about this person, you don't have nothing good to think about. For some of you, maybe the sex was really good. Maybe, you know, conversations were good. Maybe there's brief moments within that connection that you experience, you know, some sort of pleasure or, joy with this person, but this person really could have played in your face. This person could have been in another relationship. They could have had a child on you. They could have, just really played with your feelings and your emotions, really had you falling in love with them, and maybe they didn't have intentions of falling in love with you. Maybe they were entertaining other people. Maybe they were in a whole marriage, or maybe they were in a long-term commitment, whatever the scenario is, it's like the betrayal was really real, okay, with this individual. But, the disrespect was really real. But their apology may have not been, Maybe they didn't apologize to you. Maybe they didn't know how to make it up to you because they were still going back and forth. They had a whole foot in their situation, or whoever they were dealing with, or whatever was going on, whatever betrayal that took place, whatever encounter, it's like they had a whole foot in it. They weren't ready to make that change. They weren't ready to let it go, because they had soul ties. They had, they had a lot of lessons that they needed to learn from that. I feel like someone here could have left someone. They're getting ready to leave that person for sure. Something could be really over in their life. And I feel like now they're wanting to come towards you. They're wanting to solidify something with you. Now, granted, I don't know how long. For some of you, it's going to be different, right? It could be years. It could be months that you haven't spoken to this person. You haven't known about them. And, for everybody, it's going to be different. 323 is going to be significant. Maybe somebody here is an Aries here, right? That's like the first deacon of Aries. I'm hearing a hot one. Okay, somebody here is a hot one. Okay, so I feel like there could be this energy where we have the Wheel of Fortune, collective. I'm telling you, there's something or someone that's coming back around. Okay. And I feel like for some of you, this is going to be a test to see how you've grown, how you've matured. This is going to be a test of your self-worth, your value, okay? 212 could be significant, February 12th, or maybe you're seeing angel number 212, maybe you're seeing angel number 323. Be sure to go Google those numbers and make sure that, you're aware of what it means. We have the Knight of Cups, we have the Star card, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you could be dealing with a strong Aquarius. Aquarius season could have been very significant, right? Aquarius is a fixed sign. It is also an air sign. So we are in the age of Aquarius as well. So it seems like something is very extraterrestrial, okay? The way that something is happening, or something is extraterrestrial. Some of you could be having very very lucid dreams, okay? You could be having dreams that you feel, and I've been picking up this energy a lot, because collective, if you are someone who has spiritual gifts with the Star card, some of you are oracles, or some of you are prophetic, right? Your dreams are prophetic, your thoughts, your visions, they're prophetic. Some of you pick up on energy fairly quickly, and you can call someone out on their bullshit, like on the spot. You can read, it's like you read the energy on the room, like in the room. You can tell each individual about themselves with no problem. Okay, some of you, like I said, you could be masters here. Some of you are oracles, you're light workers, okay? Your star seeds. Obviously, if you are a star seed, then you are someone who has some sort of extraterrestrial energy to you. You're just different. You think differently. You may have dreams that are of different time eras, okay, or different scenarios, different people. There's just something about you. 44 could be significant. But like I've mentioned, there is something that's coming back around, collective, and I feel like it's going to be a karmic test to see. Because maybe for some of you, this individual that's coming back around is someone that you've had a back and forth connection or relationship. It was very hard to let go of this person because it could have been very karmic, like, it could have been a soul tie that you had to this person. Like, you could have been really in love with them. You know, you could have felt like they were really like your soulmate or your twin flame. You know, when you encounter this person, it's almost like, wow, like, I feel like I've known you all my life. You know, it's like that kind of energy, but they had a lot of shit with them. And maybe you too at the same time. Maybe this person taught you a lot about yourself, okay? You may have taught this person a lot about themselves, whether you know it or not. Maybe they never told you that they loved you. And I feel like their intentions were not to fall in love with you, but I feel like the minute that something ended indefinitely, that is when they realized that they were in love with you. I'm hearing they just can't leave you alone, or they don't want to leave you alone. I feel like this person frequently checks up on you if they know about your whereabouts. Maybe they've tried calling you. Maybe they tried riding past your house, or maybe they tried searching you on social media. You have lost contact with this person in some way, shape, or form, whether you've blocked them or not. For some of you, this person could have been very jealous of you as well. Maybe they tried to attack you. Maybe they've had other people try to attack you. But it's like, it's out of anger. It's out of, maybe you rejected this person because you put a stop to them trying to play with your feelings and your emotions. Okay, you put a stop to their shenanigans. You weren't somebody who was gonna stand up for it. You weren't somebody who was gonna allow them to just play with you anymore. And I feel like this person, the minute that you said something, you did something, you pulled away, it's like they couldn't stand it. For some of you, this person could have had some sort of spirit upon them, you know, when it comes to, you know, addictions, or when it comes, it's like, it's something that they just couldn't quit, you know. And I feel like they could have been with someone that allowed them to, you know, maybe they had an agreement or something. Maybe they didn't. But they could have built a life with someone, or been in a home situation with someone here. I do feel that someone here, their desire is to come offer you, yeah, Queen of Wands energy. Wow. Some of you are very loving, or you're very compassionate. We have the Four of Cups. This person feels or knows that you are detached emotionally. Some of you are just detached, or you can detach from situations or connections with love. Some of you understand because you are in this self-awareness energy, because you have elevated to such a high frequency, showing up as the Star card and the Queen of Wands. Some of you have elevated so much that you understand that people are hurt, and people don't want to be accountable of their actions. They don't want to be accountable for their trauma. You know, you understand that people react based off of their trauma, okay, or based off of their betrayal or their hurt. I feel like someone here doesn't take things personally. You know, I feel like someone has grown or evolved in such a way where they understand that, or they look at people like as if, you know what, they're just people who are hurt, and they're hurting other people. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it okay. It doesn't make it fair. But I feel like someone here has such a high awareness that it doesn't affect their emotional state. It doesn't affect them in such a way where they're out here, you know, burning people's clothes up, scratching people's cars, you know, like fighting people, or trying to make their life a living hell. Like, someone is just not vindictive or spiteful or at all, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's just, you know, people they encounter, a job, it doesn't matter. It's like somebody is just not that kind of individual, because they know that people have a limited way of being, a limited way of thinking. Not everybody's going to think like them. I feel like someone is this way. Someone thinks this way. Somebody is definitely someone who is very they could be very spiritual as well. They could be someone that, you know, maybe they stay to themselves. Okay, maybe they, you know, they like everybody. They like everybody. This is somebody here who really doesn't pass judgment. Right? We're all human, right? So of course, sometimes people are going to say things. It doesn't mean that this person is perfect, but I feel like this person likes everybody. They don't have no problem with anybody. I feel like this person doesn't allow other people to influence their mind on, or cloud their judgment on other people. But yeah, like I mentioned, I feel like for some of you, there's like some sort of lesson that's coming back around that is going to It's going to be some sort of test. For others of you, I feel like you're definitely entering a cycle where you're going to be breaking free from a period of stagnation. You're going to be breaking free from some sort of hardship. Some of you have been waiting on something. You've been waiting on someone to come in. Maybe you're waiting for some sort of shipment, some sort of arrival. Okay, maybe you're traveling. Maybe you're waiting on a phone call here as well. But the Three of Wands, you could be dealing with an Aries here. So Aries season is going to be significant for some of you. You're going to be receiving something, or you're waiting on something to be received or to fall through for you. I also feel like some of you could be leaving multiple people, places, or things behind. You're dropping burdens. You're dropping things that have created a barrier in your life or created you from moving forward. You're choosing yourself, okay? I feel like you're choosing yourself. You're sticking up for yourself, right? You're fighting for what is right, for what is fair. Some of you, I do feel like, you know, like when somebody here is like standing forward, like they're looking forward, but then they turn their head like sideways and like have like one eye looking backwards. I feel like there is this energy of like making sure, or maybe somebody here is looking over their shoulder in some kind of way, shape, or form. Maybe someone is, you know, I don't know. For some of you, I feel like you could have disconnected from someone, right? You could have emotionally like withdrawn or let go of that person, and you are stepping into this new phase or this new cycle in your life. But at the same time, there is something within you that is still connected to this individual. And I feel like it is this person that is trying to, you know, that is still thinking about you, that is still reminiscing on you, that they're still missing you. And so in turn, I feel like a part of you still thinks about this person. And it may not be you, you know, you may be good, you may be okay, you may be like in a new relationship or in a new connection, but because this person is still, you know, maybe they're having some sort of guilt, right? Maybe they have guilt, maybe they have some sort of remorse about you. They're still thinking about you during this time, you know. They could have been someone who wish that they could have made something right with you. But because of this energy, you know, I feel like you still think about this person, or you still wait on them to return. Maybe there's this feeling like somebody's going to reach out to you, or maybe low-key you feel like, you know, I don't know if you're waiting on them, but you feel like, you know, maybe one day they'll hit you up. I feel like it's this person, because this person, there's like this projection that's happening here, collective. Somebody's like projecting their feelings and their emotions onto you. So in turn, it's making you, I feel like it's making you think or feel like at any given moment they're going to reach out to you. And I feel like it's because this person, they're waiting on you. They're waiting on your return. They're waiting for you to reach out to them. Maybe you're the one to block them. Maybe you're the one to say, you know what, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I feel like, you know, maybe you told them you've moved on in some kind of way, right? And so maybe they're leaving it in your hands. Maybe they're leaving something up to you. But there's this energy. There's this energy. Maybe, you know, something like that is significant, okay, for some of you. Someone here could be a reader. Someone here could be very, they like to read. They like to do research. They like, whatever it is. It could be anything. But there may be someone who is very knowledgeable in a specific topic. They like to talk about this all the time. Maybe you and this person had conversations. Someone here could have also felt like someone here didn't really understand their way of thinking, or understand their likes and desires. Something about the water is significant here. So maybe you are dealing with a water sign here. Could also be dealing with a fire sign. We have the 9 of Wands. Yeah, strong fire energy here. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or Aries. we have the Ace of Cups. So I feel like someone here, it may be acting like they don't want something new, but something new is coming in here. Somebody could act like they don't want to be in love, or they don't have feelings for someone, but in reality they do. Someone here could be acting hard to get with a 9 of Wands, you know. Somebody here could be jaded, you know, from relationships. Somebody here could definitely be a runner. Somebody here runs from connections. They run from, you know, the potential of, oh my God, this seems like it's going to be, you know, it feels too good to be true, or maybe I need to make an exit before I get my feelings hurt or before this goes bad. I feel like somebody is a runner here. And I feel like this stems from childhood. This stems from, you know, someone watching someone in their relationship. You know, someone doesn't want to get stuck or get involved with someone who is going to be no help to them, or someone who's going to be problematic, or someone who's going to restrict them from being their own individual self. It's like someone doesn't want to get stuck with being having to deal with burdens. And you know, I feel like there is something here that stems from someone's their inner child not being fulfilled, you know. I also feel like for some of you, something could be like going towards fatal attraction fairly quickly. You need to be mindful of this. There is someone who could be a bit possessive of you, or their desire of you is very, you know, it's getting to the point where it feels like it could be out of control, or it's getting out of control. You know, I feel like this, and for some of you, you may not speak to this person. For some of you, you are speaking to this person. You just take it how it resonates. You know, maybe somebody here is really hooked on you because of the sex that you guys had, the passion that you guys had. It was super intense. It was super wild. It was super crazy. And they've never experienced anything like that with anybody. And I feel like for some of you, there is this energy of, you know, I need this back. I want you back. I want you to be in my life. Somebody can have you, though. They messed that up. They could have sabotaged it in some kind of way, shape, or form. And now all they can think about is the times that they shared with you. Somebody here could be low-key obsessed. I'm telling you. Somebody here could be low-key obsessed with an individual. And maybe you're not aware of it. Maybe you are. Maybe they recently approached you trying to see if they can hang out with you, or trying to see if they can, you know, whatever. Maybe some of you rejected someone, you turned them down. And I feel like they're struggling with this. They're struggling. Because I feel like for some of you as well, like, it may have not been all about the sex. I feel like this person definitely does have strong feelings for you. But they don't want it. They don't want, like I said, they could be scared of their feelings, of their emotions. So they try to put that on the back burner and make it seem like it's just surface level, surface base. I don't want to go deep. I don't want to go into my emotions. But they know that they feel something strong for you. And that's where this obsessive energy is stemming from. At the fact that they do love you, or they do have these strong emotions for you, and they don't know what to do with it. And I feel like they keep trying to suppress it, but it just keeps coming back up. And this is what's creating the obsession, because they haven't told you. For some of you, they haven't told you. For others of you, I just feel like someone just is out of control. They're out of control. They don't know how to have boundaries. Yeah, collective. Let's get a closing message with the Ace of Cups. Someone here could have tattoos. Someone here could have a sleeve. Right? Someone here may like to wear hats here as well. Someone here may wear button-ups. They may like to be in shorts. They may like to be in, like, someone here may like to wear, like, socks and slides and stuff like that. Something about a beach house could be significant, or, going to someone's house, that lives by the water, okay? Someone here could be wanting to have some sort of, sorry guys, because people ain't fucking paying attention. Right? Yeah, it's like somebody's not paying attention. It's like somebody's like a deer in the headlights. You know what I mean? 888 is significant. We have the Six of Swords. So some of you could be keeping things to yourself during this time. Some of you come off as a mystery to people. They want to know more about you, more about your whereabouts. What do you do? What do you like? They want to know about your relationship, Maybe they want to know about your money status, okay? Some of you are very secretive about certain things of your life. Some things you don't mind sharing. I feel like for some of you, I feel like you could be dealing with somebody who they're only going to tell you what they want you to know. And for some of you, I feel like there could be someone here who may tell you something to see if you're going to go tell someone, to see if they can trust you. 4181 could be significant here. Someone here may have the initials of CQR, okay, as well. S could be significant. A could be significant. Allison, Allie, okay, something like that. Yeah. Some of you could be moving away from an individual here. Someone is just like, how dare you leave me? Like, I want you back, come back. Some of you could be leaving like abusive relationships or connections, or somebody who just abuses their power, abuses their authority, or they just don't know how to manage their feelings or their emotions. Some of you could be dealing with somebody who has the initials of P, J, or O. 66 could be significant. There could be a need to restore some sort of balance here. June could be significant as well. Collective, this was your reading. I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, please feel free to share me with your family and your friends. And I will talk to you guys soon.